हेलो एवरीवन, सो वेलकम टू माय चैनल। सो देखिए, आज हम अपनी करने वाले हैं पोलिनोमियल्स वी हैव स्टार्टेड एंड दिस इज द वीडियो कंटेन 5 MCQs पार्ट 1 चैप्टर 2 पोलिनोमियल्स क्लास 10th। एज यू ऑल नो MCQ सीरीज इज गोइंग ऑन। MCQ सीरीज चल रही है भाई, 1 नंबर की सीरीज है। एंड अभी तक अगर आपने चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया भाई, सब्सक्राइब जरूर कर ले और भाई इस वीडियो को शेयर करे, लाइक करे। ओके, so let's start with our this video part 1. So here we will do 5 MCQs polynomials which are very important for on the basis of your CBSE exam class 10th, and it is based on NCERT and PYQs. It means while covering these MCQ we are covering NCERT plus PYQs both. So this is the best opportunity for you. So now we will start with the first question. What is the first question? The value of k for which minus 4 is the zero of this polynomial. We have given a polynomial and given that we have to find value of k for which minus 4 is a zero. It means what? First question. Our polynomial is x square minus x minus 2k plus 2. It is a polynomial in x. And given that minus 4 is 0. It means when we put minus 4 in x, then this polynomial will become 0. This is the meaning of the 0. Here we will put minus 4. So minus 4 square minus minus 4 minus 2k plus 2. Okay. And after putting minus 4 in x, it will become 0. Because it is given that minus 4 is 0 of the polynomial. Okay. Now we will solve this. It will become 16 plus 4 minus 2k plus 2 is equals to 0. Okay, so 20 equals to 2k plus 2. Okay, here will come 2k is equals to 18 and your value for k is 9. So value of k is 9. Second option is your correct option. Okay, so you have to solve like this. You should know the meaning of the 0 of the polynomial. You should also know the sum of the zeros of a quadratic polynomial. You can see it is a quadratic polynomial, and quadratic polynomial is a common polynomial, and the questions are based on quadratic polynomial. Here in this include discriminant and sum of the zeros of the polynomial, product of zeros of the polynomial. Okay, but the concept of all you have to learn, like cubic polynomial also, linear polynomial also. Okay, based on the degree, you all know that if degree is your 0, it is a constant, and if degree is 1, it is a linear polynomial, and if degree is 2, it you know quadratic polynomial, and degree is 3, you know cubic polynomial, and so on. Okay, now we will move on second question. If zeros of the quadratic polynomial ax, it is ax square plus bx plus c. Here c is also not equals to 0. See, here not given that a not equals to 0, because it is obvious. If it is given that it is a quadratic polynomial, then the x square, the coefficient of x square cannot be 0, can never be 0. And here also given that c is also not equals to 0. Are equal, the zeros are equal. What is that meaning? If zeros are equal of a quadratic polynomial, then the discriminant value is 0. Second question. Your polynomial is, it is a general polynomial, ax square plus bx plus c. Here c is not equals to 0, and we all know that a is also not equals to 0 because it is a quadratic polynomial, and its zeros are equal. Zeros are equal. So the discriminant, it is the condition that discriminant will be 0, only then zeros are equal. Okay, and vice versa. So what is discriminant value? B square minus 4ac is equals to 0. Here we get b square is equals to 4ac. Now we have to what to do? What are options? C and A have signs. We have to हमें क्या निकालना है? We have to find out the signs of this A, C, B in सब में. अब देखना guys, b square is equals to 4ac. Left hand side, you will check left hand side. B square, it is a square term, so it is always positive. It is always positive. So to become left hand side equals to right hand side, 4ac must be positive. Now you can say 4 is positive. Now we have to check the signs of A and C. Now answer will depend on A and C. If A is positive, then C can't be negative, because if C will become negative, the right hand side become negative, and which is not equals to left hand side. We have to make the right hand side positive. So if A is positive, C must be positive. If A is negative, C also must be negative, so that minus minus will become plus. Okay guys, so only these two conditions are true. Now we will check our options. C and A have opposite sign. If A and C have opposite sign, then it will become negative, so it is not possible. Second option, C and B, C and B. Here is not role of B, because B is a square term, B square. Now we will check C and A have same sign. This is your correct option, because C and A both can be positive or both can be negative. Okay. Now we will move on. Third question. The number of zeros of the polynomial from the graph. You have given a graph. We have to find the number of zeros. Now see. What is how can we find out the number of zeros? You have to check only the how many times the graph is cutting the x-axis. How many times the graph is cutting the x-axis. Now here you can see this is a parabola graph, quadratic polynomial obviously, and x-axis is this, y-axis is this. The graph is only touching x-axis at only one point. Only touching x-axis at one point. This means it is the condition that zeros are equal, that we have done in second question. It means this parabola has equal zeros and it only touch x-axis at only one point. But we have to find the number of zeros of the polynomial graph. Obviously the number of zeros are 2, but both zeros are equal. Here we can't say that it is touching only one point, so we will do it is a 1. No. Zero is 1, but zeros are 2 because both are equal, and it is you can check from the graph, it is quadratic polynomial. Of course there will be 2 zeros. Okay, now we will move on. Fourth question. If one of the zero of the quadratic polynomial x square plus 3x plus k is 2, then the value of k. Okay, fourth question. Third question done, no problem. Fourth question, what is saying? One of the zero of the quadratic polynomial. What is quadratic polynomial? X square plus 3x plus k. This is your quadratic polynomial, and one of the zero is 2 given. Means when x is equals to 2, this will become 0. So we will put x is equals to 2. 2 square plus 3 into 2 plus k is equals to 0. 4 plus 6 is equal plus k is equals to 0, and from here we get k is equals to minus 10. It means the value of k is minus 10, and what this is only we have to find out what is the value of k, minus 10. Now last question of this video. A quadratic polynomial whose zeros are minus 3 and minus 4. Now there are many ways to solve a question, and here also you can see that there are many ways. How? By you can check by putting these values that these are zeros or not. Okay. And second option, you can you know that fifth question, that if sum and product are given of a quadratic polynomial, we can make the polynomial. How? If sum is s, product is p. So polynomial is x square minus sx plus p. It means the coefficient of x is minus s and constant will become product plus p. Here sum is given minus 3 and product is no. Here yes, here 1 0 is given minus 3 and another is given 4. Okay, so here we will find out sum. Minus 3 and 4 are 0. So sum is your 1. Okay, and product is your minus 12. Okay, now put here only x square minus sx, yani s value is 1. 1 into x is x, so x square minus x plus p. Product is minus 12, so minus 12. This is your quadratic polynomial, x square minus x minus 12. x square minus x plus 12. This is your quadratic polynomial and this is your answer. Thank you. Namaskar.